Hello everybody, we are here with the last video of community rankings where we heard your opinions one last time. However, there is a final form which you can fill out now, which has all the parallel and dog investigators.
Nice.
But we're not going to make a video on them because I'm like, hey, guess what the top 5 parallel investigators are? All right, number 5, Parallel Daisy. Number 2.
I mean, we could do a video where like, we're gonna guess about what they ranked at.
Sure, we could do that. And then with the dogs as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it. We'll do it.
I mean, the dogs can get high ranking just because they're dogs, though.
No, but it's more about guessing the order of them. See how close you are if you guess the order. Okay, we'll do it. You know what? If YouTube can say it, I won't listen.
Content.
Travis says it, I'll do it.
You love free content.
I do love free content. Almost as I love all of our shirts today. We all got great shirts today. All right. As always, we have the 5 survivors based on audience's ratings. Who do you guys think was the lowest rated survivor?
Calvin's gotta be down there.
Nah, he's the best.
Oh, God. It's like working with a monkey, man.
Calvin's the king.
We got like a list of the investigators on the wall, and I'm like trying to like order them in like the order they are, and Bryn's like throwing poop at them. Yeah, Calvin's gotta be pretty low on the list. Rita's not super bad, but she's like on the lower end of the middle of the pack.
Yeah, she's not super bad, but like she's not good either.
Yeah.
As much as I'd like that to be different. I just want to play a character who can play red and green cards and also punch things.
Yeah, just be normal.
Like
just a character who can play red and green and just be normal, please.
I mean, Wendy's pretty... No.
I think Duke's gonna score a bit higher than he deserves because people just like him.
What?
As opposed to like power level.
Well, here's a question. What would you give Duke out of 10?
It's like a 6.5 or a 7.
He got a 6.95.
Okay.
So he's actually pretty accurate on like the
It's pretty fair.
average.
Like, drops 3 points for that smelly guy he brings around with him.
Yeah, that's true.
It does smell bad. It's hard to remember who all the survivors are.
Yeah.
This is always the issue with these. You ask me which one, I'm like, who exists?
I will say though that you guys have Rita and Calvin are the bottom 2.
Oh, nice.
Calvin is the lowest with 5 out of 10.
Good.
And Rita has a 6.14 out of 10.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable. All right, so you know who 3 of them are. Who do you guys think is the number 1?
I want it to be Will York.
I want it to be Wendy.
So that's what I'm going with.
All right. You know?
I pick Wendy.
This one actually was probably for me. It's not like there's a plot twist in this top 5. Yeah.
I could see it being Stella too, I guess.
Yeah.
But
No. Her numbers are too weak.
I think it's
Her numbers are too weak
Wendy.
for her to be the best.
All right.
Is what I'm trying to say here.
Okay.
So why don't we dive in and we go one by one, starting with number 5. I'll remember to say everyone's score at the end of this one because people were like, "You didn't do it for the Mystic videos," and I was like, "Good point."
They're
I
all
didn't.
the same.
Like
though.
4 people, so you're like, come on, man.
All right, we have number 5, Silas Marsh with a 7.79 out of 10.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of his power comes from being able to abuse the rules.
Oh, I thought it came from not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, that's true.
If you put a shirt on him, suddenly he's got no strength.
Yeah.
Very slow.
Are you sure? Watchful Peace is a pretty strong card.
I've seen the art for Watchful Peace. He does not have a shirt.
I still think I should print that card. Yeah, get the version of that one printed.
That's like I was doing taboo cards to
Yeah.
mock up for you.
I mean, like, I think Silas is very good, but that's just because, like, he is, like, my play style.
I mean, he's good, but he's not like...
No, yeah.
It's not great.
But I think, like, a 7.79 is, like, a good score for him, you know? I think that's, like...
He's good.
Yeah, he's a good investigator, and he's... It is a shame where it's just, like, one of those things where, like, the real gross things he can do just feels like you're cheating, you know? As opposed to just being, like, legitimately, like...
Yeah, like, if you sit down and play with someone who doesn't have an in-depth knowledge of the rules, you are cheating.
Yeah.
In their mind, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things that, like, if it just never worked, like, Silas would still be, like, good, but he would lose those things that, like...
Yeah, so
just
being
kinda make
almost
him...
an 8, he'd probably be, like, almost a 7, and it should be fine.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. All right. Number 4 is... That's not right. There was a plot twist in this. 1 second.
Interesting. Justin.
I don't know. This hasn't happened to me in a long time. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. This hasn't happened to me for a while. Oh no. How did that happen?
Yeah, anyway, it doesn't really matter though, because like this is what they come here for. It's the professional tier content.
I'll tell you right now, it's not Daryl Simmons.
Okay, that's fair. He's not very good.
I'll tell you right now, it's not. Oh, okay, I see what happened. I fucked the whole thing up, apparently. I just fucked the whole thing up. You know, we got through 4 of them without a hitch. We needed like a bump in this road.
Too many of the videos have been too smoothly lately.
Yeah, I know. I was actually.
Chen, when you only had like one spelling error, that was the only error.
And even then, like our expanded guides have actually been like going like really good lately. It's weird. It's not normal. This is more like it. I feel like this is all. When everyone's like, PBG, you've changed, we could be like, no, we haven't. All right.
You haven't. This isn't my responsibility.
That's okay. PBG, you're now under the PBG umbrella.
Succeeded.
All right. Yeah. All right. Number 4, Wendy Adams. There we go. With an 8.17.
Because that's how old she is.
I think she deserves to be higher. Mm-hmm. Being able to just draw a second token is insane.
Yeah.
Having played her and just being like, I'm gonna jam my face into things, and then the game's like, well, you fail, and I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like getting value for it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like when you get to discard your Moonstorm and you're like, hey.
Yeah.
You like that?
And like also just like the green ways to fight with your foot are getting better, and she can also just do those.
She has to benefit from all those as well.
Yeah.
No,
this is the one that was shocking to me, where she was rated so low.
I bet a lot of people just haven't played her in a while and kind of forgot about how good she is.
Yeah, and I mean like also like even that, like, she also just got really good with Scarlet Keys, too. Like, the Scarlet Keys red stuff is really good, and she can also just, like, I don't know, just use that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, if you haven't played her since, like, Dunwich, then I understand, like, not thinking she's very good.
Mm-hmm. Back then she was fine, but...
Yeah, but, like, the card pool wasn't particularly strong for her. Like,
either color, yeah.
Green was, like, this doesn't exist. And red was only just starting to come into its own of, like, we just throw all our cards all over the table, and it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's fair.
All right, number 3 with an 8.27 is Will York.
No, he's
top
the
three. Top 3, Bryn.
Will York's very good.
Yeah, Will York's very good.
Yeah, you ever just like play a game and watch the game try to kill you, and you're like, no. Also, I'm gonna punch your dad, or whatever.
Who's the dad?
I don't know. It's like
Big Butt Baby. Yeah, you're saying that's Big Butt Baby. Yeah.
Nebulous, your dad.
Yeah, it's the royal dad.
Yeah.
All dads. Yeah, just the dads that exist in the world. I think the best thing about Will York is that you don't have to play him like optimally, and he still just like shows up. You know, you can like grab the shit that isn't good to replay, and you're still having a fun time.
I played him with only asset cards, and we won.
How's that different from playing him? Normally
you get like Vicious Blow and Stunning Blow, and those are both really good, as we've learned.
Yeah, we
like
are learning.
Yeah.
We are in the process of learning. And then you also get to play like events for economy instead of being like, man, I really hope I mulligan to my Schaffners.
Yeah. No, I do think Will York is very good. He, the recursion is very strong. You can kill enemies fairly efficiently. Like the one sort of weak point of him is he is, like, you kind of, once you have those engine steps, you're just kind of treading water. You can't like, you're not actively advancing the game because you struggle to get the clues. But
only if you didn't build your deck to get clues.
I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, now with old Keyring 3, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, even just playing like
It's
the
very
bird.
good, though.
Yep, the bird.
The shovel.
Yeah, and the shovel.
They do the trick.
Yeah.
Particularly in single player, where you typically only need like true solo, you only need to
get like
discover
one
one clue at most locations.
Yeah.
No, he's good though.
Yeah, he's very good. All right, number 2 with an 8.80. He's actually where he's supposed to be this time. Daryl Simmons.
Actually, having seen people play Daryl, I think he deserves to be like below. I think he should be like 4th.
I actually agree. I think that Daryl is generally overhyped right now because he's new.
He's very good. I think that red is the second best color in the game right now. And he gets to play yellow cards as well, which is very good.
Yeah.
But it's just, like if you're, I guess you can play Imperial Hypothesis, but it's still like a little bit. It's kind of awkward to get the evidence consistently.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things where like Daryl Simmons is like really good with like getting evidence with like one specific deck,
Yeah.
you know, and then other than that, like he's just kind of like he's not bad, but I don't think he's as powerful as the general sentiment seems to
I
be.
think he's very good. I just think that the other three investigators, top and red investigators, are better.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, he's just number 2 because that's what he gets paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too money.
I've also had like the worst luck with
Yeah.
Daryl. Like
Yeah.
every time I've played him, I'm like I'm doing
shit.
fucking nothing.
Yeah, yeah. It's because it's canon in the Arkham verse that anyone who works for a newspaper is in fact cursed,
It's true. Yeah.
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 whether they know it or not.
Yeah, no, I feel like not quite often, but like often enough, you lose efficiency in trying to get the evidence for your camera that like you're losing some of the power level you get from playing yellow cards,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
It pushes you back a little bit to like make him work.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like even though his stat line is also really good, your ability doesn't matter for your stat line. It's just a defensive ability. And like sure, people would be like you can use it to help other people, but like it doesn't matter. You know, like it doesn't help you like win the game quicker
Yeah.
like the way other investigators can.
The 2 brain actually is like not great for him as well. You'd rather have it be 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
All right, number 1. You guessed it. It's Stella Clark.
Damn you.
Yeah, I mean, like she's good. They gave her a 9.29, which is
That's-
like a very high rating.
Kind of like way higher than I think she should sit, even in comparison to other red investigators. Like, yeah, she's good. Yeah, her cards are nuts. Yeah, her ability is stupid. But like her stat line is also very weak. Like you do have to work to make that do something.
It's an interesting thing because I feel like Stella is powerful because of her ability and quick learner in specific, right? Without it, she's kind of just there, you know? Like, because like quick learner is why she is so spicy. Neither rain nor snow, cycling them over and over
Yeah.
again is like a big thing. But even then, like those decks, what is the first thing you buy in every Stella deck? Like quick learner most of the time, if not all the time.
Versatile.
Right? Down the rabbit hole. Upgrade. What do I fucking upgrade?
key rings.
Yeah.
Just start putting marks on my grizzles. Like,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange because I feel like apart from like Stella is, and even like Daryl in a way, are like they're not investigators that are like enhanced by them. It's their card pool that like gives them that juice, right? And I think like with the Survivor card pool being what it is, it means Stella's really easy to win with, but it's not like you're winning as powerfully as other people can, which is a strange thing to say, right? But like an explosive seeker is going to do better than Stella will. Stella will just means you're gonna pass more often over it, but you're gonna take more tests to do so, right?
Yeah, like Stella's very good, I think, or like struggles to like play the game, but is very good at playing against the game.
Yeah.
Like you mitigate the things that the game does to you very well, which are like, you know, encounter cards or, you know, making tests and stuff like that. But like actually, like doing the things you need to do to advance the game, she's gonna meh at. Sprint's right, like that stat line is bad.
Yeah.
Like that's. I'd almost rather have 3s, man. Like,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Wait, you're saying that 1 in foot is worse than 1 in any other number?
Yeah.
Not unfair.
Except maybe in green. You can make an argument for it in green, but or like
Yeah.
characters that can play green cards. But like Stella having only access to red cards, where you had like half an expansion's worth of cards that care about your foot.
And then half the time they want you to fail anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like that's when I was playing with Eric actually did a lot with Stella's foot when things got spicy. But I think once again, that's not because it was quick learner is the reason why that like happened.
Yeah, but
you know, like 3 versus 4 does nothing there because like once again it's like it comes down to like the quick learner thing.
On top of that, if she had 4 in the book or the fist, you would just like avoid a lot of those situations because you would just be able to like win the game faster.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is interesting because like I think we can all agree Stella's like good.
Yeah, she is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
She's incredibly pushed.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I think once again, I think it comes down to, like, obviously neither rain nor snow, but I think even more is quick learner because, like, getting 2 actions at, like, with unexpected courages built in is very powerful. And who cares about your first fucking action? Just play an asset or move, you know? Quick learner is wild.
Yeah, I think it's good, but, like, I would also, I do think you have to sink, 5, 10 experience into that to get there?
8. Yeah,
8?
They're 4 each, yeah.
No,
it's still a lot. Like, it still is a lot.
5, but, yeah, like, I do think that neither rain nor snow is the biggest issue. Like, not... You have the cards that kind of nullify your bad stats during the game, like, during your turn, but then, like, having cards that nullify your stats during the game's turn as well is just kind of like...
Yeah, but not only do they nullify your bad stats, anybody on your location's bad stats, too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's, I think...
A little much.
Yeah. Like, she does definitely
Why
want a
she have
friend
8
want
and
a,
8?
want a friend to be playing... Well, because she needs to be better because she'll fail tests and take damage.
Yeah, no, the 8 is strange. Like, 7, I mean...
7 is normally where these guys sit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like,
even...
she just gets 2 extra stat points?
Yes.
Well, I mean, like, don't all of the mono ones have, like, a little bit of extra something because their card pool's smaller, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, like, she gets like, the 1 in her...
Her stats instead of...
Or, like, her hit points instead of her stats. Because, like, everybody else is, like, 5 and then a normal stat line.
Yeah. Yeah. So she has the tarot built in, the Survivor tarot, just built into her. They're like, what do we do with Survivor? I don't know, fucking make their health and
Yeah,
sanity.
I suppose that is kind of what these guys do, like, because that's where their extra point is.
Yep.
It just feels like they also, like, especially for these, I understand why they want to give them extra points. Like you said, the Dunwich Investigators, too. For example, Zoe's got, like, 4, she's got the 12 points in her stats, and she gets an extra sanity, which is fine. And you could argue, like, the other point there is, like, in the Dunwich deck building, which, like, goes into Stella's heart and brain, but then, like, also you just get an extra action every turn, and also you just get 3 copies of your unique that is relevant. It's like your class in a relevant way. Like, it's also an absurdly strong signature. Like, why?
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna, like, my controversial opinion is, like, I think neither Rain nor Snow is powerful, but it doesn't, your card pool kind of just invalidates the Mythos deck as it is. So, like, I still think the stronger thing is just, like, being able to just take 2 extra actions at +2, turning her stats to essentially 5, 4, 5, 6.
Like, go and play it then, or go and improve it. Next time we play a campaign, play Stella with no neither rain or snows in your deck.
I don't think it's that, like, lucky exists. Like, I don't think it's, like, that bad, actually. Like, I think it's good. Like, I think the fact that there's 3 of them is too much, but I think Mythos decks are not, like, a problem anymore with the card pool. Like, even just beyond that. Right? Like, because I'll commit them to tests. Like, I'll do it. Right? I just don't think...
It's like the trade-off, right? Like, if you have cards inherently in your deck that negate the Mythos phase, you don't have to spend your experience or card slots in your deck on those because you just have them. Whereas if you don't have them in your deck, you, like... It puts pressure on you to spend experience on your luckies, for example, earlier, as opposed to putting that into being able to just, like, straight line your quick learnings.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even then, like, I don't even run much Mythos mitigation anymore because you just, like, play an ally and pass. Like,
yeah.
You know, like, that's the thing, right? Like, I think at this point now the card pool has gotten to the point where, like, a lot of the game doesn't matter anymore.
That's
right.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I mean, like, I guess it also changes completely too, right? Because, like, neither Rain nor Snow gets better in, like when the Mythos decks actually tries to, like, hurt you, like in Beyond the Black Throne, right?
Yeah.
Or Before the Black Throne, right? Like, if everything hit like that, I don't know. I mean, I do agree Stella was insanely pushed, and, like, 3 neither Rain nor Snows is too much, or, like, the fact that you can recur them is just too much. There was something off about Stella, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I think Stella would still be like very good, a good investigator. Just bring her more in line with the other top tier survivor investigators a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Other ones, Patrice at 6.31, Ash Campede at 6.95, and Bob just barely missed the top 5 with 7.21.
yeah, that's all fair.
Yeah.
I see an argument for Bob being better than Silas, but
I think the community sleeps on Bob. I think Bob's very good, even with the nerf to all this stuff.
It's so hard to sleep on Bob because like there's vacuums going on.
Yeah.
It's so fucking noisy.
Bob, is that a vacuum in your pants? You happy to see me? You know.
He's like, yes.
He's like both. Sweet. All right. Well, thank you to everyone who gave your opinions on the Survivor ones. And who would have thought the Survivor one would be our longest?
Are we gonna do a neutral investigator one? Because I think we're only like one taboo away from Lola having like a real chance.
Yeah.
throw him in with the dogs.
I already made it. Unfortunately, I was like, yeah. I'll make another form with just them. With just them. Everyone's gonna rate Lola low, and then Charlie Kane.
High.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he's the best. He
really good, I
right there
think.
hunting vampires
It's
and
like
shit.
really good.
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one, and as always, a GG's.